It's me again. So, this is my first cleaning since I got my braces, and it wasn't bad at all. I had a terrible experience before braces, but this place, my insurance doesn't cover them, but I go to them because they did an amazing job. I had to get 2 cavities filled after I had my son. I had to get 2 cavities filled, and they did a great job. And I had a free cleaning left over, so I went ahead and got that done today. I have these little blue things. These are my braces. The little blue things are turbo bites. They stop me from biting the bottom brackets off. Without the turbo bites, my teeth used to cover here. This is where my teeth used to be when I smiled before. And with braces and the turbo bites, right here. But under the brackets is where my top teeth used to go. With braces, they're at the top of the brackets. And these are my rubber bands. So since I've gotten the braces, these 2 bottom teeth right here, they both used to be inward like this. And this is month 1 of braces. I have a retightening next week, actually. My first tightening since I got the braces. And this tooth here was kind of leaning towards the side like this. For whatever reason, it was leaning towards the side like this. And since my first month already, these 2 teeth, this tooth here has straightened out, and this one at the bottom has straightened out completely, and this one still has some time to go. So my first feeling of going to the dentist, well, the orthodontist, I should say, my dentist appointment went great. So I'm doing a good job. Just keep doing what I'm doing. My first appointment at the orthodontist, I was pretty nervous and excited. Initially, I chose to do Invisalign, but the way that Invisalign was set up, cost-wise, it was not really the best option for me. So last minute, I decided to get traditional braces. Traditional metal brackets. I didn't even think of ceramics. I found out that they had ceramics after I'd already gotten the braces, but I've already grown to love the braces that I have, so it never crossed my mind to get clear ceramic brackets, I should say. So my first experience at the orthodontist, the person putting on my braces was really nice. I actually went to the Georgia School of Orthodontics in Atlanta, and it's a really nice experience. They have someone come check the students' work. I think they only let the seniors put braces on people, and of course they have someone come. They have the teacher come and check the work before they actually put the brackets on. They check the placement, they check everything. So I felt pretty comfortable doing that. It was nice. It was really drying, I'll say that. The whole mouth spiel, that thing, that was strange. I think I have a picture of that. I'll insert it somewhere. But yes, that was pretty strange, but it was really uncomfortable feeling, just having that thing sucking up all the saliva in your mouth. But it wasn't that bad. Once I got the braces on, I actually had a bracket break before I even left the building on this bottom tooth right here. I guess there wasn't enough glue. No, he said he put too much tension on that bottom tooth so that it could move faster. But the bracket broke, and then he came back and fixed it. So there's that. And then I left, and things were okay for the most part, until I decided to eat something. What was the first thing I tried to eat? I tried to eat some turkey and cauliflower rice. And that was painful. I didn't feel anything until I tried to eat. I felt pressure, like a throbbing pressure on my teeth. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to not eat that. It was soft. It was softly cooked, but it was still like, it wasn't it. And then I successfully ate a chicken sandwich from Wendy's. I don't know who told me to do that, but when I was eating the sandwich, it was like Play-Doh in my teeth. The braces, like, they caught everything. Bread was stuck in all the little cracks and crevices of my braces. And it was kind of gross. Not gonna lie, it was kind of gross. And I was like, ooh, I have to rinse my mouth out. I have to rinse my mouth out because that is crazy. And my teeth were sore and sensitive for about the first week, I would say. So I pretty much just had soup, mashed potatoes, softly cooked chicken, things like that. And I had to rinse a lot with water. And I started doing a lot of research on YouTube, reading some articles, all kinds of stuff. Oh, let me just go back. The reason I didn't get the Invisalign was because I have a overbite. And for my kind of overbite, it would mess my mouth. It would mess up my jaw, and because it would be moving too fast. Something of the nature. I'm not a candidate for Invisalign specifically because of my overbite. But there's that. So back to my first day of braces. So there's that. I had a hard time sleeping. I had a little bit of a headache. So I took some Tylenol. They tell you it's better to take Tylenol than ibuprofen. Something about ibuprofen messes up the way that your bones will shift, but Tylenol won't. I'm not sure on the science on that, but I'm going to read about it and get back to that. Don't quote me. But they said Tylenol is better. My first day went all right. And that was pretty much my first day. And then I started realizing, okay, I need a water pick. I need a different toothbrush. I need the little scrubby brushes. I need some dental floss. I got all of that in my kit from the orthodontist, but it was only just a small amount. And the biggest issue I had on that first day was the wires in the back. So the wires in the back, once your teeth start moving, the wires start to poke out a little bit. And it felt like my teeth were instantly moving. And the wires kept poking. I had to go to Home Depot and get like some wire cutters. Got some wire cutters and clipped the back of it. They say use like a clean fingernail clipper, but I tried that and it bent the fingernail clippers. I'm gonna just be honest. So I did the wax for a little while. My cheeks were sore. It took a little while for my mouth to get used to the braces. What's another thing that I had? My mouth just got really dry at nighttime. It just gets dry randomly. So I'm trying to drink enough water to compensate for that, but that's another thing that happens. And the scariest thing, all of my teeth felt like they were about to fall out. They were all wobbly and loose. All of my teeth. And I'm sitting here like no one talked about this on YouTube. No one talked about that. But that's one of the major things that scared me. I called them. I was like, hey, look, all my teeth feel loose. And they're like, no, that's the braces. It's doing its job. I said, listen, I'm scared. But that was day 3. And I would say about week 3 is when I felt normal. Or as normal as I could be with braces, of course. Because food still gets stuck in there. You can feel it. Sometimes you feel food later after you've already eaten it. And so what I get in the habit of doing is just rinsing with at least a cup of water. Just rinse with a little bit here, spit, rinse, spit, rinse, spit. And I keep a toothbrush in my car. I keep a toothbrush in my bag that I take to the gym. I keep a toothbrush at my grandma's house whenever I go visit her. And extra toothbrush in my car, extra floss in the car. Drinking lots of water. I'm trying to stay away from coffee. I want to whiten my teeth a little bit. So what I do if I need to drink coffee is I use a straw. I use a straw for sodas, which rarely do I ever drink soda. I stay away from it ever since I got over the whole acne thing. I pretty much stay away from it. But, you know, as a female, around my cycle, I crave sweets and stuff. So I eat the chocolate. I still eat the brownies and stuff. I just have to make sure I rinse really well. And it's like, don't brush your teeth right after you eat your sweets and stuff. Wait like 10-15 minutes and then brush your teeth. But you can rinse for sure with water right afterwards. It's just giving your mouth, your enamel, enough time to get itself together. Because if you brush directly after eating those things, it'll scrape more enamel off. Pretty much, sugar feeds the bacteria. Sugar creates the acid that feeds the bacteria. That's what the dentist said. So try to stay away from that. Another thing that I didn't hear about on YouTube was the fact that every time you eat, your braces feel tight on your mouth. And I discovered why that is. Your mouth is going to feel tight after you eat because all the food is getting in the cracks and crevices of your braces and filling up those spaces. So you really have to make sure you get all of that out so your braces could do its thing. I'm sure it's people out here that's not brushing their teeth when they have the braces, but you cannot not brush your teeth when you have braces. It's just not going to end well. With cavities and all of that, it's just not going to end well. So far, so good. And I'm going to keep up doing what I'm doing. But that's exactly why my braces feel tight after every meal. That little bit of chicken or that little bit of tortilla, whatever it is that you had, it fills up that space and it makes them feel tight. And once I brush my teeth and get all the food out, I feel normal again. And I find that very interesting, that even just a tiny little string of chicken could cause some kind of movement in my teeth. It's very interesting. I have no idea why my teeth even started moving in the first place. I started getting really bad crowding in the front of my teeth. And mind you, I don't have wisdom teeth. So it's like after my first kid, I had to get one cavity filled. After I had my twin girls, I had to get a cavity filled. And after I had my last son, which is number 4, I had to get a cavity filled. So I'm thinking that might be a pregnancy thing. But after I had my girls, I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled. And they say that wisdom teeth don't cause the movement. Because honestly, my movement got worse after getting my wisdom teeth out. So I'm not sure. But then again, my teeth were already moving. I had this thing under here, the frenulum. Or is it called a frenulum? The thingy under here, under my tongue. I had that cut when I was 11 because I had what's that called? A tongue tie. I couldn't stick my tongue out past here. And now it's like here. But that's not that big of a difference. But I had that cut because it was pulling the bottom teeth in when I was 11. It was causing them to do this a little bit. And it was pulling the gums with it. So I had that cut when I was 11. So I figured that would stop that. But it did not. And then the teeth in the front started shifting like this. So it's very interesting. I don't know why things happen the way they do. But they do. And I got braces pretty much because I had some crowding here, and I have this thing on the roof of my mouth. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's like a overgrowth in cells, it's just like a bone there. And they were like, hey, you might want to take better care of your teeth. I went through a depression and came out of it and was like, I'm gonna do everything that I'm supposed to do to take care of myself. Started going to the gym, started going to the dentist, and they were like, you got to take care of your teeth because you will have a hard time getting dentures. And I don't really want dentures even when I'm old, but I mean, at some point, I guess I'm just gonna be gumming it out and just enjoying myself, since I can't get dentures. But I'm gonna make these teeth last as long as possible if I can. So there's braces. If it's gonna help me cut back on the plaque and the tartar buildup in the front, because it's really hard to floss when you don't have any space in between your teeth. And that's what braces are doing for me. I've already gotten some nice spaces created at the top, so it's so much easier to floss at the top. At the bottom, I still have to like wedge that thing in there and seesaw it a little bit till I get to the gum. Then I do the regular scooping around the tooth. I still do like scraping with that tiny little mini brush. I wish I had one to show you, but I don't. The little tiny brushes you can stick in between the brackets to clean them. Gotta clean the plaque off. But this is my first braces video, first braces update. I guess I'll make one after I get my tightening as well, but I want to start doing these every month just to see how things are. The estimated time that I'm supposed to have my braces on is 24 months. But they said that I could get them off sooner depending on how I take care of them and if I don't break a bracket. Which, interestingly enough, I broke a bracket already my first week on a cherry. I broke this bracket right here on a cherry. Could you believe that? A cherry. It wasn't even a big cherry. So you have to cut cherries, you have to cut grapes. They tell you not to eat crackers and stuff. And I've seen people with braces just kind of going at it with all the stuff they tell you not to eat. And I'm like, how are you not scared to break your bracket? Because they kind of tax that in too. You break a bracket, it costs money. But I'll let them be brave. I'm gonna cut everything up into small pieces. But it definitely changes your life. I will say that. But I guess that's it. Until next time. Goodbye.